Have you ever been curious about why some couples seem to drift apart despite living under the same roof? Why do they eat together but never talk about their day? They sleep in the same bed but never cuddle. Is it possible that they're still married or together because it's easier than facing the pain of separation? Are they just going through the motions until one of them eventually says, "I can't take it anymore"? What is this phenomenon, and how can we avoid it from happening to us? Well, after watching this video, you'll have a better understanding of why some couples seemingly stay together yet live entirely separate lives within the same household. Let's get started with number 1, loss of emotional connection. A lack of emotional connection is like the slow death of a relationship. When the bond between two people disappears, all that's left is a shell of what once was. It's when you no longer feel the need to share your deepest thoughts and feelings with your partner, nor do you care to listen to theirs. The love and affection that once bound you together fade away, leaving only indifference in its place. You might find yourself spending more time apart than together, preferring instead to bury yourself in work or hobbies. Communication dwindles down to basic pleasantries, devoid of any real depth or honesty. It becomes a mere formality, a polite exchange of words that masks the emptiness within. The spark that ignited your passion is replaced by a coldness that seeps into every aspect of your relationship. It's a gradual decline into a loveless existence where the warmth of companionship is no longer present. Instead, you're merely coexisting with someone who once held your heart. This emotional disconnection can be a subtle, insidious thing, creeping in over time and sapping the life out of your relationship. It can leave you feeling lost, confused, and yearning for the love that once was. But remember, even in the darkest moments, there's always hope for healing and rekindling the flame. Number 2, no more listening. Not listening is like building walls around your heart. When you refuse to truly hear your partner, you're closing yourself off to their needs, dreams, and fears. It's an easy trap to fall into, especially in long-term relationships. You may think you know everything about your partner, and so assume you're not missing anything important. However, relationships require constant nurturing and attention, and one crucial aspect of that is active listening. Not listening shows your partner that you're not interested in who they are, what they want, or how they feel. It tells them that they're not important enough for you to give them your full attention. Imagine being in a relationship where your thoughts and feelings are constantly dismissed or ignored. It's heartbreaking and incredibly damaging. Your partner may start to feel like you don't care about them at all, and the distance between you will only grow wider. Relationships thrive on mutual respect and understanding. And when you stop listening to your partner, you're breaking down the very foundation of your bond. Instead of connecting with your partner on a deeper level, you're pushing them away. You're telling them that they don't matter, that their presence in your life isn't valued. This can lead to feelings of disconnection, resentment, and loneliness. Remember, in any relationship, the ability to listen and communicate effectively is vital. So make sure to always be there for your partner, ready to lend a listening ear and offer your unwavering support. 3. Avoiding conflict. Oh boy, this one hits close to home. We often try to sweep arguments under the rug, pretending they're not even there. But avoiding conflict is like pouring gasoline on a fire. It only makes things worse in the end. Ignoring issues and hoping they'll just magically disappear rarely works. In fact, it usually ends up causing bigger problems down the road. You know those little annoyances that you let slide day after day? Well, they don't just vanish. They fester and grow until they explode into a huge fight that could have been avoided. Why do we do this? Well, it's scary to confront issues in a relationship. It's hard to face the uncomfortable truth and even harder to admit our own mistakes. But here's something to keep in mind. Every successful relationship has one thing in common: healthy conflict resolution. Yes, you heard me right. Disagreements are inevitable in any relationship, but it's how you handle them that truly matters. By sweeping conflicts under the rug, you're only delaying the inevitable. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a gaping wound. Sure, it stops the bleeding for a moment, but it doesn't heal the wound. In fact, it can lead to a bigger infection down the line. Sooner or later, the issues you've been ignoring will resurface, causing even more pain and destruction in their wake. Don't let this happen to you. Instead, learn to face your problems head-on. Communicate with your partner, express your needs, and be willing to compromise. Remember, a healthy relationship isn't about avoiding conflict. It's about facing it together. 4. Too much familiarity, nothing new. Familiarity can be both a blessing and a curse. You know, like when you're in a cozy, comfortable relationship and you know your partner like the back of your hand. At first, it feels great, like you've got this awesome connection and understanding. But then, whoa, bam, things can take a turn. Suddenly, it's like you're stuck in a rut. There's nothing new, nothing exciting. And the worst part? You start taking each other for granted. You used to go on fun dates, surprise each other with sweet gestures, keep things fresh and exciting. But now, phew, it's like you're just going through the motions. It's tough to keep the spark alive when you're stuck in this rut. You might start to feel bored, unappreciated, and even neglected. The emotional connection you once shared seems to fade away, replaced by a sense of complacency and apathy. You might find yourself drifting apart, spending less time together, and seeking connection elsewhere. Before you know it, you're living under the same roof, eating the same meals, but might as well be in two separate worlds. The excitement, the passion, the love, it's all just a distant memory. But hey, don't sweat it. It happens to the best of us. Just remember, a little effort goes a long way. Keep the romance alive, keep surprising each other, and never stop dating. After all, a happy and fulfilling relationship is all about keeping things fresh, exciting, and full of love. 5. Lack of quality time. Ah yes, the age-old problem of not spending enough quality time together. You know the drill. You're both busy with work, friends, hobbies. Life gets in the way, and before you know it, you're barely seeing each other. It's like you're two ships passing in the night, always catching glimpses of each other, but never really connecting. You might eat dinner together, but it's filled with awkward silences. You watch TV together, but you're both lost in your own worlds. It's tough to keep the spark alive when you're not making a conscious effort to nurture your relationship. When you don't invest quality time into your connection, it's easy to start feeling disconnected. You might find yourselves growing apart, losing the emotional intimacy that once bound you together. It's like watering a plant every now and then, but expecting it to bloom and thrive. It just doesn't work that way. Relationships need consistent attention and care to flourish. But hey, don't worry. It's not game over yet. Even if you're feeling disconnected, there's always hope for repair. Remember, the secret sauce to a thriving relationship is communication. Talk to your partner, express your needs, and work together to find solutions. It might take some effort, but trust me, it'll be worth it. After all, a strong, lasting relationship is all about communication, compromise, and most importantly, spending quality time together. Number 6, fading appreciation. We all have a tendency to overlook the good stuff when we're stuck in our own heads, don't we? We focus on the negatives and forget to appreciate the positives. And guess what? It happens in relationships too. It's easy to take our partners for granted, especially when we've been together for a while. You might start focusing on their quirks, their habits, their flaws. But hold up. Here's the harsh truth. If you don't make an effort to appreciate your partner, you're slowly killing your relationship. Yep, you heard that right. When you stop appreciating your partner, you're killing your relationship. When we stop appreciating our partners, we stop seeing all the amazing qualities that attracted us to them in the first place. We stop noticing their kindness, their humor, their intelligence. We stop feeling grateful for their presence in our lives. And when we do that, we kill the love, the passion, the connection. It's like letting weeds take over a beautiful garden. Without tending to the flowers, they wither and die. Relationships require constant care and attention. And one crucial aspect of that is showing appreciation. When you stop appreciating your partner, you're sending the message that they're not valued, that their presence in your life isn't cherished. And let's face it, nobody likes feeling unappreciated. It's tough to maintain a loving connection when there's no appreciation, no gratitude, no thanks. It's like trying to keep a flame alive without fuel. It flickers and fades away. But here's the silver lining. No matter how dim the flame gets, it can always be rekindled. All it takes is a little effort, a dash of gratitude, and a whole lot of appreciation. Remember, a relationship isn't just about being together. It's about cherishing each other every step of the way. Now here's a gentle reminder. A relationship doesn't need a fight to fall apart. It slowly dies in silence, when both stop sharing, stop listening, and stop seeing each other as important. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.